Instead, red shoes. As we know, the Red Shoes was written by Christian Andersen in 1845. His story is awesome. You fall in love in its first pages. The Red Shoes talk about Karen, a girl. She was so poor, and one day she used red shoes at her mother's funeral. After some time, she was adopted by an old rich woman, but the lady couldn't see. One day, Karen made her confirmation, and she wore beautiful red shoes, so everyone loved them. But her mother realized that the shoes were not formal for the occasion, so. But Karen didn't care about them until her mother put them away. One day, her mother was very sick, and so Karen needed to take care of her, but at the same time was a dance in the city. So Karen decided to go to the dance, and she put on the red shoes and started dancing. But she couldn't stop. Finally, her mother died, so Karen couldn't do anything, and a man got them her feet.
I'm going to talk about the word meaning. Obliged is to be grateful with someone. Barefooted is walk without shoes. Piety is be sympathetic or kindly sorrow evoked by the suffering. Clergyman is a member of the clergy, and clergy is a group of persons in a religion. Neatly is something in order and clean condition. Amongst is in the midst of or surrounded. Seam is to join or attach by stitches. Morocco is a fine leather originally made in Morocco, the country. Slippers is any light low-cut shoe to use in home. Leather is the skin of an animal prepared to use by tanning. Stiff is rigid or firm. Baptism is a ceremony or action of initiation. Crippled is a person who is disabled or impaired. Slapping is a sharp blow or smack, especially with the open hand. Carriage is a wheeled vehicle for conveying persons, and footpath, a path for people going on foot. Wicked is evil or morally bad in principle. Carved, to cut so as to form something, and meadow, a tract of grassland used for pasture.
Now I'm going to talk about the sentence. We have the 15 sentence. The first is the sentence in past simple, and the grammar structure is the subject, and the verb in past, the subject she, and the past is had, and the complement. In the second, we have another sentence in past simple, and in the third, I have the sentence in past continuous, and the subject was a word depending on the subject that we use in the sentence, and plus the verb plus an ing and complement. Now we have the sentence in future. Is the subject, I, and the auxiliary will, and verb in infinitive, and plus the complement. We have the Another sentence in past simple, and we use the relativity clauses. Who and if who describe the target. And we have the sentence in present simple, and making a comparison. Yes, we use are, the subject, plus the verb in infinitive, or verb to be is are, depending on the subject we use to the sentence. And in this making comparison, you are more, we use more because we use the describe beautiful, not pretty, because we use pretty and we say prettier. Okay, another sentence in relative clauses to describe the places. And okay, another sentence in past perfect, that is the subject, auxiliary had, and verbs in past participle, and relative clauses that use which to describe the things. And the present simple that is plain. And the sentence in future that you use the may is the subject, the auxiliary may, and infinitive that we use to describe the probability. We have the modal and related verbs. Use the must, and the structure of the grammar is the subject, auxiliary must, and the verb infinitive plus the complement. And we use must to make the prohibition or obligation. And that's all.
And some famous stories by Christian Andersen and the early work. Our story is the Red Shoes, but he also made the Little Mermaid, the Ugly Duckling, the Emperor's New Clothes, and Littles. It says flowers, and they all have the same like a classic fairy tale story, and they are pretty good. The most little one in pages shorter is Little Ida's Flower. As a conclusion, the story of the Red Shoes is a fairy tale since as a good classic tale, the story of the Red Shoes has its moral. It is not good to be filtrators, so much cockery and so much vanity. It is no good, but at the same time, it is logical since these enslaved men and women, and the story of Hans Christian Andersen has a lot of logic.
Very good. Well done.